Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 in Battle for Azeroth, and today as you can see we're at the Stormwind Embassy with my Alliance character T, and we're going inside to see if we can get the Kul Tiran allied race unlocked. Oh, wrong banner. Here we go, Kul Tirans, here we go, look, the racials are Haymaker, Jack of all trades, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner and Child of the Sea. Kul Tiras was founded by fearless explorers who sailed uncharted waters in search of adventure. As a key member of the Alliance of Lordaeron, the Kul Tiran navy dominated the seas of Azeroth with its legendary fleet. You need Exalted with the Proudmoore Admiralty, earn the achievement A Nation United, and earn the achievement Tides of Vengeance. And we've done all of those things so you can see the girls and the boys, and we can unlock it. So, let's begin. Hello Jaina, you got a quest for us. The Kul Tirans and the Alliance have already endured much together. I seek to cement our bond. Made in Kul Tiras. The Alliance and Kul Tirans have already sealed their pact, but I want to cement our bond with a grand gesture. I want to build Anduin, a ship worthy of the Kul Tiran navy. There is a shipwright in Kul Tiras whose work is revered above all others. Sadly, they retired many years ago. All I know about them is their name, Dorian Atwater. Cyrus might know where to find this person. Come with me to Borealis, and we will ask him. Speak to Cyrus in Borealis Harbour.
I know what must be done.
So let's head back to Borealis, to the Harbour Master's office, and speak with Cyrus. Bye Jaina! I guess I have to go the long way around. Oh hang on, I've got a Hearthstone, let's do that. Jaina could have ported us there though, you know. I'm coming, Jaina. It took me a bit longer to get here than it took you, I think, though. Cyrus, got a question for you.
These old bones still ache for battle.
I am told you know where to find the shipwright Dorian Atwater.
Dorian Atwater.
I believe Atwater's ships were the gold standard while you were serving in my father's guard.
That was a long time ago, Lord Admiral. But the name does ring a bell. Sound off.
I may be able to help you find this shipwright, T. The Master Shipwright. Now, I'm starting to remember. Dorian Atwater was a very secretive builder. Their slips were famously warded against prying eyes until the vessel was complete. It made something of a stir any time one of their works was revealed. Last I heard, they retired in Stormsong Valley. I'm not certain how reliable that information is. We should head to Brennerdam. It's a crossroads of sorts. If anyone knows where to find our shipwright, they will be there. Acquire the letter from the Lord Admiral and meet Cyrus Crestfall in Brennerdam. We need to fly out to Brennerdam unless Lady Jaina wants to port us.
Remain vigilant. I can help you in your search. But what if our mysterious shipwright refuses your request?
I have prepared a letter in case some persuasion is required. I suggest you take it with you.
Aye, aye, Lord Admiral. Come, we'll start in Stormsong Valley, where we build every ship in the fleet.
Lady Jaina Proudmoore offers you a folded letter. You may read it, if you wish. It's a touch sentimental, but nothing terribly private. Take the letter.
Have our ghosts.
Letter from the Lord Admiral to Dorian Atwater. Though we have never met, I spent my childhood aboard your handiwork. You built my father's flagship, the one he sailed into battle as Grand Admiral of the Alliance. It was a vessel fit for a king. To commemorate our return to the Alliance, I plan to present King Anduin with a new Kul Tiran warship, and I ask that you be the one to build it. A new dawn awaits us on the horizon, and it would be honoured to meet it aboard a ship built by Dorian Atwater. Sincerely, Lord Admiral Jaina Proudmoore. So, off to Brennadam we go to see if we can find this mysterious Dorian Atwater. So let's get mounted up and head off to the flight path and fly ourselves over to Brennadam. And then let's see if we can find someone in Brennadam that knows where to find Dorian. So we're flying up here to Stormsong Valley. You can see where we are on the map, just about to land in Brennadam. And I believe we're going to meet Cyrus here and then start looking for someone that actually knows where we might find a Dorian Atwater to build Anduin's new ship. That's if we can persuade them, of course, to come out of retirement.
Atwater has passed through here a time or two. News from the front?
You've got that letter? I have a feeling we'll be needing it before long. Right. Let's get started. Fishtails and distant sails. I have an idea where to start, but it couldn't hurt to ask the locals. I hope it goes without saying that you shouldn't believe everything you hear, T. My people are very fond of embellishing the truth. Ah, they tell a lot of tall tales, you mean, Cyrus, is that right? I will meet you in the Golden Flagon when you've had a chance to ask around. Ask for information about the shipwright in Brennadam. So I'll go around asking some people if they know where to find Dorian Atwater and try not to believe any of the tall tales that they're telling us around here.
Tiras. Ask around. I'll speak with the innkeeper. Old Buck never forgets a face.
Times were simpler once.
Talkative Brennadam citizen. Well, of course I had to let it go. How was I supposed to haul a whale shark aboard? He lightly elbows you in the ribs. Ain't that right? What did you want now? Do you know where I can find Dorian Atwater? Who? Okay, so obviously this guy has no clue who we're looking for, so let's go find someone else to ask.
Not from round here, are you?
Talkative Brennadam citizen. So I told her where she could drop her anchor. He clears his throat and looks at you. You're just going to keep dropping eaves, or do you want something from me? Do you know where I can find Dorian Atwater, please?
Every path has a few puddles.
Never saw it myself, but I've heard that Atwater once built a ship in a single day. Say hello for me, aye? Well, he's heard tales about Atwater, but he doesn't know who Atwater is, so let's find someone else. Talkative Brennadam citizen. Well, of course I had to let it go. How was I supposed to haul a whale shark aboard? Oh, we've already seen this one. Do you know where to find Dorian Atwater? Isn't that the name of a famous shipwright? I swear I've heard it before. So again, they've heard of Atwater, but they don't know who Atwater is.
Hand helps.
Talkative Brennadam citizen. So I told her where she could drop her anchor. Oh, we've heard this one too. Do you know where I can find Dorian Atwater? Ah, sure, Atwater brings down a cart from up north every couple of days or so. From up north, okay.
Every hand helps.
Talkative Brennadam citizen. And the wave was taller than me head. Came crashing down onto the deck. She realises you're standing there and turns to face you. Oh, do you need something? Do you know where to find Dorian Atwater? The Dorian Atwater? Famous shipwright, designed the Kul Tiran flagships. Tall, strong, could be build a boat without breaking a sweat. Nah, no idea who that is. No, she says all these things about how great this person is and said no idea who that is. Oh dear me. Come on, somebody's got to know something, please. Somebody? Anybody? Please? Oh, we're running quite a long way between people here. There's got to be somebody else down here. Somebody must know where to find Dorian Atwater. Oh, there's one. Talkative Brennerdam citizen. I'm telling you, this island had flying monkeys on it. Why would I make something like that up? Flustered, she sighs and turns to you. I wouldn't mind hearing more about the flying monkeys, though. Hail, stranger. Come to trade a tale or two. Do you know where to find Dorian Atwater? Dorian? Oh, aye. Made the track from Fort Dalin all the time, and we sometimes cross paths. Hope that helps. Right, so one person said north, and just one said that it crossed paths near Fort Dalin. So we've got a vague sort of direction of where to be heading this time, haven't we? So that's making some progress. Let's get another person.
Not from reindeer,
Talkative Brennerdam citizens. See, they're all talkative Brennerdam citizens. Braggarts and liars, all of them. But I have a few stories you haven't heard yet, though. Do you know where I can find Dorian Atwater, please? The shipwright. I heard the old sea dog died. Oh, well, I certainly hope that guy's wrong, don't you? Ooh. Right, so where else?
Fancy a cuppa?
And a wave came crashing down on me. Oh, we've heard that one. Do you know where I can find Dorian? Aye, the Atwaters live out of town. Somewhere in the Deadwash, I reckon. I don't travel that way too often. Yeah, somebody knew. Right, so over in the Deadwash. Right, so we've got all the information we need. Let's find Cyrus. Inside the Golden Flagon, here's Cyrus. He studies a map of Stormsong Valley. What's the word, T? Home. Home on the range. Ah, that's an old song. Cyrus peruses a map. Along the road to Fort Dalin, to the north, somewhere in the Deadwash. He points to a section of road on the map. I've marked a spot on your map that seems likely. I think that will get you close enough. I'll report back to the Lord Admiral with what we've learned. Good luck, and I hope our shipwright is willing. Track down the shipwright in Stormsong Valley and deliver the Lord Admiral's letter. Right, so we need to head to the Deadwash.
But we've at least narrowed down our search. You're looking for a homestead somewhere in the Deadwash. I need to return to my post now. Good luck, and don't forget the letter.
I have the letter, Cyrus. Don't worry, I'm going to go and try and find the house in the Deadwash. I found a little house at the T-junction in the road here, and the marker's just ahead of me, and this would appear to be the right place. If I turn round, you can see where all the elementals are and the ships in the plain, and over there is the town of Deadwash. So let's head to the little house and see if we've got the right place. Oh look, they've got elementals outside. Oh look, old Atwater. He doesn't look up from his gardening as you approach. Mind you don't step on the flowers, the wife hates that. Are you Dorian Atwater? Oh look, he's carrying a barrel.
I'll
Ah,
be
bless.
around if you need me. Me? Oh, tides, no. That's my wife. She's inside.
Oh, so Dorian is his wife. Oh look, his name's Sal. Oh look, Dorian Atwater. Yeah, we found her. Oh look at all the elementals everywhere.
Looking for a shipwright, are you? Too bad. I'm retired.
Yeah, we heard you were retired, but the Lord Admiral would really like to ask a favour.
Come on, out with it.
I had my time in the public eye. I'm quite content to finish out my days in obscurity. Besides, Sal struggles with crowds. Bless. Did you summon these elementals? I called and they came. Loads more useful than any two-legged help I've ever had. Oh, there he goes again with the barrel. Bless. Are you a shaman then? What's a shaman? Never mind. Home on the range. Now, what's this? Dorian takes her time to read over the letter. Her brows steadily rise. Yeah, you don't always get a summons from the Lord Admiral, do you, every day? I'm too old for this ship. If I understand this correctly, the Lord Admiral of the Kul Tiran Navy wants me to come out of retirement specifically to build a ship for the King of Stormwind. Can't say I've had that request before. Dorian leans back in her chair for a moment and rubs at her eyes. I'm getting too old for this nonsense. Dorian heaves a long sigh. Go on out back and saddle Hurricane for me while I pack my things. We will meet you at Port Fogtide. We're going to need a slip. Saddle Hurricane and meet Dorian at water at Port Fogtide. Well, I certainly hope that the horse called Hurricane isn't really that much of a hurricane, because that would probably be rather difficult to saddle him. But I'm really pleased that she's decided to come. I think it's because it's the Lord Admirals that asked her to come specifically. I think she's kind of feeling that she needs to come.
You'll find old Hurricane in the yard. Don't worry. He's not as wild as his name implies. Well, not quite.
That's not terribly helpful, Dorian, saying he's not as wild as his name implies and then saying, well, not quite. Hey, you kicked me!
Where'd I leave my tools?
Hey, Hurricane. Look, Dorian asked me to saddle you, Hurricane. Would you please stop trying to kick me and let me put the saddle on? Please? There's a good boy. Nice horsey. Pretty horsey. Thank you very much. That's nice. Right, so he's all saddled, Dorian. Here she comes. Oh, she's got her tools, you see. She's getting all ready. Here we go.
Yes, you are.
Aw, you're a little sweetie horsey, aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh, that's nice. Is Sal coming too? I guess he will be, won't he?
You know the drill, Sal. Get the cart and meet me at the lumber mill. You know the drill, Sal.
Be gentle with our new friends, sweet pea. Be gentle with our new friends, sweet pea.
Be gentle with tea, sweet pea. So Sal's telling her to be nice to me. Oh dear. Is she not normally nice to people, Sal? You'll protect me, won't you, Sal? Right, so I guess that we are now heading over to find ourselves a slip in which to build our ship. So, oh, there we go. Bye, Hurricane. Bye, Dorian. Right, so we need to make our way over here to find a slip in which to build our ship. Relocated myself to Tide Cross. We're right next to the flight path over here, though I did run around because there wasn't a flight path close to Dorian's house. But you could fly there if you want to. Right, so Dorian's right here.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, this complicates things a touch. Yeah, the place is kind of overrun, isn't it, Dorian? Covering our masts. When I was younger, I hid my ships out of vanity. I often went through a number of designs before I was satisfied. I didn't want anyone to see that. It might ruin the mystique, I reasoned. Now, I think it's best to hide this ship from the likes of those tentacle-faced creeps. I don't think they intend to let us build unchallenged. No, I don't think they would either, Dorian. Go into the port and place my wards around the main slip. You'll see what they do. Place 3 fog wards. So she hides the ship building with fog wards. That's interesting. The deep ones. I've spent my whole life on and around the sea. Until very recently, I've felt like I've always had one foot in the water. I knew there were things best left untouched. Now, they're here in Stormsong Valley, occupying the slip I need to build your ship. Do I really need to tell you what to do about it? Slay 12 drowned forces in Port Fogtide. Well, I guess we do have to clear them out, because otherwise we don't have space in which to build, do we, Dorian? So you can rely on me, Dorian. I'll get everything set up for you. Here we go. So, time for some fighting. And our first mob today is the Drowned Harbinger. And these are those humans that have been turned into these tentacle-faced monsters, and apparently it's all voluntary, so what kind of person would possibly want to be turned into a tentacle-faced monster? It just makes no sense, does it? It's horrible. I wouldn't want to be turned into a tentacle-faced monster, would you? No, I don't think you would you? Right, let's try some of these corrupted waters. Because these are a lot littler and those are very simple to kill. See if these count. No, I don't think they do count, do they? Right, so the corrupted waters don't count towards the 12 drowned forces that we need to kill. Let's try the elite, the Umbral Hulk, and see if he counts. Though he is a lot tougher to take down than the tentacle-faced guys, so if there's more than one of you in the area, you might be able to take out the Umbral Hulks quite quickly, but it will take a long time to take them out if you're on your own. And if you feel a bit squishy, you might want to miss out on those. So when he goes down, we'll see if that actually counts towards the drowned forces total. Because the corrupted water sadly didn't. It's going to go down any second. Come on. Nearly. No, not quite. Come on, go down. Does he count? Yes, he does count. Right, so the Umbral Hulk counts, and the tentacle-faced guys count. The corrupted waters don't seem to count. And let's place one of our fog wards. Oh look, you can see the fog coming out of it in a great big circle. You think, oh, that's nice. That's an interesting way to hide your shipbuilding, isn't it? Oh, there's the second fog ward. Right, so there's going to be one on each of the 3 sides of the slip that isn't open to the water, so... Do the tentacles count? They're quite creepy with the purple tentacles waving out of the ocean, aren't they? Let's see if they count towards our total though, does it? Yes, the tentacles count towards your total, so there we go. It's just the corrupted waters that don't seem to count. And I'm stood in a fog bank. Yes, your fog wards seem to be working, Dorian. We are creating our zone for hiding ourselves. So we just need 4 more of the drowned forces in order to finish off our quest for her and place down the very final one of the fog wards. We're getting quite close to the location for that one. So we need 3 more of the drowned forces in order to complete that quest, and there I can see the fog ward for the final one to place. Let's take out this drowned harbinger and then maybe a tentacle, or shall we just click the fog ward? I think we'll just click the fog ward. But I think those tentacles are right where Dorian wants to build her ship, isn't it? Yes, see, this is where she wants to build a ship, so maybe we should take that one out. Okay, let's get the final fog ward in and see how much fog they actually create. Are you sure 3 fog wards is enough to actually create a big enough fog bank to hide an entire ship, Dorian? That's an awful lot of fog, isn't it? It really is. Right, so we'll take out this tentacle up here, and then that drowned harbinger will be right in front of us. Oh, see? Drowning Nylothar. So we're getting all the whispers, aren't we now? Yeah, no old gods in this expansion. No, 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 no. So why are we talking about Nylothar? Right, so we've got all of our quests completed, so if we can get out of combat, we'll run back to Dorian. Oh look, the fog's building up. Yeah, we actually are running through fog now. It's not big enough amount of fog yet to totally obscure the slip and hide an entire ship being built, but it's definitely building up quite quickly, isn't it? Okay, Dorian, here we come. It's not nowhere near strong enough yet for burying an entire ship, so no one can see it.
Let's get this over with.
Hey Dorian, covering our mass. That should give us some cover. Hopefully they stay away long enough to finish construction. Oh, this gives me the shivers, T. Yeah, it gives me the shivers a bit, Dorian. Framework. Now that I have a slip to work in, I'm going to need lumber. Lots of lumber. The only lumber mill that could handle this kind of volume at such short notice would be the Algerson lumber yard outside of Borales. I know this because I've made this exact request of them before. I will meet you there. Algerson might need a little persuasion. Meet Dorian Atwater at the Algerson Lumberyard. So we'll meet you over there, Dorian, and I think we'll continue this in the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!